in the first place. I just didn't understand why it would be that way, because I had checked it just a couple days ago. So somehow it got reset. I don't really know why.
Well, I'm glad I wasn't just hallucinating.
Well, that might be true too. That's possible, right? And maybe now, is it any better?
It was wrong. Oh, I don't know. I'm not in front of my computer.
I'm going to wave.
I'll go walk back.
1001, 1002. In 2 seconds, it's up on my stream coming back to me, but it was before, so I don't really know. And
Did I ready up?
Yeah, we're searching. Okay. The Blood Ass, welcome. First time chat. You're a brave soul. There's quite a few people in here for some reason. I should warn you guys. This is Ghostlance. Ghostlance, well, everybody should know better than to be here. You're making bad life choices. You know what an even worse life choice would be? Hitting the follow button. And you could double down on that and subscribe. Because then it's a relief knowing that you can get rid of your money more efficiently than you ever could before by giving it to me. Because I can get rid of it twice as fast as you. For every $5 subscription, half of it immediately doesn't even go to me. It goes to Twitch. And the other half goes to me, and I assure you I can efficiently get rid of that money better than you can. Don't believe me? Let's do a little test. Subscribe, and you'll find out. Your money just goes poof. Oh, it just goes away. It's so Christmassy and cheery to think about it, isn't it? I actually have somebody, Dave GT gifted a bunch of subs. And so I have currently, let's see if they're still here. They may have gone away. I have Stream Manager, 19 subscribers. That's this high. I think I've had 21 or 22 before, but usually it's not that many. So that was the generosity of Dave GT. And he can confirm that all that money that he had that he used to give away subs to people is now gone. It was gone in like one click. That's efficiency. That's what we provide here. That and an educational stream where you can learn to be a tier 1 pilot by watching me do all the wrong things. Add blocked term in 1993 ERS. What? What does that mean exactly? Miss Binar, thank you, I think. What were they doing? Welcome, Miss Binar. Bum-ba-dum.
You wanted a close-up experience of dying with you tonight?
She axed somebody trying to sneak. Oh, really? Interesting. I didn't even see that. You got it before I looked back over here. Well, thanks for the snag. Nothing gets by Miss BNR, except for the stuff she says herself on Sarcasmo's stream.
Did I tell you, Dark, about the fiasco with Sriracha?
Sriracha the sauce?
Right now? Yeah, the hot sauce.
What about it? Banhammer. Hey, Valen.
If you go on eBay, you can see people selling bottles for like $50 a bottle and stuff.
Why? Valen, come drop with me. Come drop with me. Come drop with me. Come fly away. That's an old tune by old Blue Eyes.
Wow, look at that. The Blood Asp got blocked by Automod.
Miss Bernard trounced them afterwards too. Bang.
Yeah, I saw that.
Keep an eye out for them. Their account was created 5 minutes ago, and they came straight here to troll. Yeah, Frank Sinatra, that's right. I'm really... Because of my celebrity status, Miss BNR, you know, the fact that, I hate to say it, but because that's right, I'm the voice of the pirate captain in Hired Steel 2 movie star. Then a lot of people will just come right in like paparazzi to, pop off some flashes, maybe get some quotes to take out of context to paint me in a bad light, a worse light, and sometimes to come in and troll. I'm like a beacon on a shining hill. No, a shining beacon on a hill.
I resemble that remark.
Maybe it's just my head that's sharp, that's really, really bright, and I'm on a mound. Welcome, Jay-Z. Are you going to drop with me? Or are you just driving?
I'm just driving. I'm going to come drive if you drive away.
My driving is similar to driving a car. We've cleared chat for non-monitors viewing this room. We're enabled 10 seconds slow
Don't read
mode
that.
for this
Don't
room.
read that. Don't read
Why?
that. Don't read
Why?
that.
Why can't I read that? And now
Don't
you
read that
enabled
out.
shield mode.
Oh my god.
Agents of shield? What? Are the agents of shield coming? What have you done
Stop
this
talking
time?
about it. Don't. Stop talking about it.
Okay, are you messing
Just
up?
ignore it.
Are you messing up?
Just ignore
So
it.
it's okay. We all mess up sometimes, except for me. I mess
I
up
didn't mess up. Just ignore
often.
it.
What?
Airstrike online.
Okay, fine. Okay, fine.
Trust.
You got racing stuff. Yes, you go.
Do. Valen, you should come drop with me, and so should you, Miss BNR. I'm only going to drop for a little while tonight.
Oh.
The last time I may have done some war crimes.
What?
War crimes?
JC, what did you do?
What have you done this time?
There were light mechs that were being annoying. And then I was in a big mech, and I clicked them. And then they exploded.
That doesn't sound like war crimes.
Heat level critical.
They did 0 damage, and it was 40 seconds into the game.
Left torso critical damage.
Oh,
Wow, everybody's shooting me.
damn
How can this many mechs even find me?
Torso destroyed. Gauss ammo destroyed.
I'm going to be the first to die.
Heat sink destroyed. Center torso
They just keep
critical
hitting my poor
damage.
little mech over and over again. And it won't cool down. Oh well. Probably that shield mode did it.
Dark, stop talking about the thing.
Sorry.
It's less effective when you talk about it.
Oh, I see. Is it? Oh, it's like an invisible force field.
On an unrelated note, have you seen the new Centurion? It has a shield mode.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know it has a shield mode on it, built in.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. Yeah.
So much.
So what's a shield?
It's the thing you hold up on your mech to protect yourself.
Turn sideways, a shield mode.
Yeah.
You know what's a good thing to do in a light mech? That's got stealth armor. So you put on override.
Running around with half of a mech.
Put your
This is
cool
horrible.
put your heat sinks in your arms, like the locust.
Shield mode just automatically bans and kicks people that use words.
That's not how it works.
That's what
Please
it
stop
just
talking
says.
about it.
Okay, it's my own stream. Can I talk about it on my own stream that you just stuck it on?
No.
Golly. I feel
Do you
like
know
you're...
what a honeypot is, Dark? Do you know what a honeypot is?
No.
Okay.
So
you
Winnie
should
the
look
Pooh
it
has
up.
one of them. Winnie the Pooh has that.
Yeah, I know
Yeah,
that. I know that Tigger likes it. Isn't a honeypot where you try to lure somebody in for a con or something?
Miss BNR, I reported that account and it's already been banned. I reported the account to Twitch and it's already been banned. That I just got an email stating that they already took action on the account. That fast.
Stalker, yes. Holding the shield sideways gives you a +1 cool modifier, but holding it upside down gives you +2.
Well, it makes you Australian. That's just even cooler.
Oh, yeah.
Oh!
I thought Australians didn't even need the shield or the gun. They were just so cool.
Well,
You just-
often
you
we
just
don't
don't
because
know.
you can't wrestle a crocodile with one hand. You need both hands free
You
to
need
wrestle
both
the
hands.
croc.
Yeah, that's true.
Exactly.
I know some
Or, you know,
people
to ride
will they'll prop a croc's, they'll tie the croc's mouth closed so he can't open it because their opening jaws aren't as strong as, or muscles aren't as strong as the closing muscles. But other people have found somewhat, perhaps limited success in propping it open with their foot so it can't close as easily. But I don't think that always works. Sometimes
You can do it twice.
you don't get it.
Perfect.
You don't get to do it 3
You
times.
can do it twice.
Oh,
great.
Brios took my leg.
Twice per person, and that's all.
Yeah, unless you happen to be a 3-legged race contestant.
There you go. That's advantageous
Yes.
for this exact scenario.
Yes, it really comes in handy when you're doing 3-legged races in a swamp.
Well, to bring it back to Battletech MechWarrior stuff, so NWO only has bipeds, but in tabletop there are tripods and quads, and the rules around legging those mechs can be quite funny.
Didn't
Um,
MechWarrior 4 have the spider mech? That was 4 legs, right?
yeah, some have quads. Yeah, some of those do.
Why haven't they brought that back into this
but-
game? I'm shocked.
I think it's a big part of it is balance because, well, it's also just a really complicated thing code-wise and engineering time-wise.
It can't be that
So,
hard. They're already doing 2 feet. They could do a couple more.
I think visually it's fine. I think the engine-wise has like mech builds and stuff, and
Yeah.
experience. It's complicated.
Yeah.
Animations and it's complex. There's like, let's say there's 10 different things that go into making a mech work in terms of engineering, and
Yeah.
9 of them are doable and one's not doable. It kind of makes it just not doable.
Well, it's not like we're asking them to make a spider mech that can spin webs too.
Yeah.
That
Well,
would be
the-
difficult.
The thing is, from at least what I've played with Mega Mech, tripods are actually really like I think tripods are OP for certain weight classes anyway.
They're more stable.
Well,
Tripods.
3-legged mechs have arms, and
What?
4-legged mechs don't have arms.
Well, they could. Spiders have what, 8 legs? They could have a couple arms. Corsair, did you want to join us?
No,
Gotta go.
I'm not up for it tonight.
Okay, that's cool.
I'm playing a light, so there's plenty of tonnage. We have 115 tons, and Dark's already in an assault.
Yeah.
I'm trying to figure out something in Eve.
Okay, no problemo. Ready up, Mr. Ghost.
Yeah, I was loading back in.
I gotta update the ARC server here pretty quick. I wonder if there's anybody
Here we
on
go.
there.
Yeah, Stalker, there was. I'll find a picture of it for you.
Why am I not in my own corporation?
I don't see a picture of it.
Okay.
I'm sure it was there. Was it a tarantula? Was that the mech? Yeah, I don't see it. I don't know where it went or... Oh, MechWarrior Online. It's a quad mech there. I don't see the MechWarrior 4 rendition of it. Maybe it was 3. Just thought it was 4. I could be wrong. I've been known to be wrong before. I thought I was wrong once, but I was mistaken. No, nothing. Sure taking a long time to get drops sometimes.
Well, after 3 days of the servers being complete AIDS, people have probably stepped away for the game
Yeah.
for a minute.
I'm surprised are they having to rewrite their whole back end?
I don't know what they have to do, but
Their
if they
database
hit
hit a limit.
entity limit, which it seems like they probably did, then they're probably having to rewrite a
Be right back.
significant chunk of something to get around that.
Yeah.
They're probably rethinking releasing any more mechs. I bet.
You think they'll just fold up the game and go home?
It depends on if the fix that they're implementing is going to be just sufficient to fix their current problem, or if it will give them increased expandability for the future.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't see it here. I would think there'd be some screen caps of it from gameplay at least. Well, you just have to trust me. They had it. I thought, well, maybe it's in MechWarrior 2. I don't see anything here that looks like it. I've failed. I failed you. MechWarrior 2. I never played it, so I don't know. Yeah, I guess it was 2. Dum-ba-dum. Good night, Miss BNR. Thanks for the mod help and coming in. Have a good night's sleep.
Marcus, is there a way for you to mute my audio output to the stream?
Yes, but I won't hear it either then.
Well, can you just mute your desktop audio on your XSplit for 30 seconds?
Yes. I can just where's the best place to do that? I guess I could do it.
Is there a schism in the 99 clan?
Well, if it's taking you this long to figure out.
All right,
Which
should
is
be back
ridiculous.
on the audio. Sorry about that, everybody on the stream.
What is happening?
Target spotted.
I'm gonna go real quick.
Oh, I'm listening to you get shot at. I was like, what?
I'm getting shot at.
Forgot to remute.
Did Fitchy say he had to go? Is that what that was?
Someone hit me in the cord.
I think he said he was doing max.
Okay. Is that Valen?
Yep.
Howdy.
Yeah. Howdy.
Ouch, ouch. Guy's hiding behind the rock there.
Ow.
Yep.
There's a guy flanking around in a Big Mac. I don't know what it is.
It's a Fafnir, probably. I saw
It's
one
a
over there.
Moonwalker.
Delta 4.
Oh, he's dead. He just got cord.
Good. That's what needed to happen to him.
That guy's dead as well. This hag
Ouch.
mech is tearing through people, that's for sure.
Heat level critical.
Packs quite the punch. Oh no, that was my only gun?
I'm in a spot that has no cover. Darn it. And I got stuck in here.
Damage.
Somebody killed him. Thank you. Thanks for that save there.
Center torso critical damage.
Target spotted.
There's a stalagmite here or something. Or a stalactite.
Sky is stalactite, ground is stalagmite.
Yeah. I always get them confused. I think I just shot the wall of the structure.
Heat level critical.
I have no weapons, so I'm just supporting as much as I can.
Heat level critical.
Oh no, I shut down. Couldn't get to the cool shot in
Got
time.
you.
Thank you.
Look out!
Heat level
Light mech
critical.
behind. Ah! There's a light mech behind you, Dark.
Critical.
Where is he? I don't see him on my radar here.
He's a locust, I think. He might have stealth.
Oh, somebody got me. It was from the front. Oh, there he went, running around. Yep. I couldn't see him. Couldn't find him.
Yeah, it happens.
Modern Warfare 2 is not.
Apparently,
a pretty
quads were
game.
reported in MechWarrior 2 and never played. So it says the tarantula unlockable in the featured mechs. Also, MechWarrior 2 is not a pretty game, as it turned out. I think I have it on a computer downloaded, but have never actually gotten around to playing it. It's not pretty, no, because it was like
2012.
it was like 256 colors, and you know, like an EVGA game instead of 16 colors. And it was pretty rudimentary, but it was still fun. Compared to MechWarrior 1, it was a huge step forward, so everybody liked it. And you could play up to 4 LAN players against the computer enemies. So that was nice also.
Critical.
This is about over.
I can sneak in a couple more kills.
MechWarrior 3 was an even greater step forward from MechWarrior 2.
Yeah, it was. And then MechWarrior 4 was actually a good step forward too. And you look at any of those compared to MechWarrior Online, and it's a big step forward. Just not everything everybody wants.
I don't know about that one.
Well, I think 16. I think 24 player versus player. 12v12 is a big step forward. I think the geometry and the texture maps and everything else, the effects are a big step forward.
What I mean, I think MechWarrior 4 and MechWarrior Online are kind of very similar, but there's steps in forward in a different direction.
Different directions, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's true. But even just the sim aspect of it, it looks good. Doesn't look as great as maybe we'd hope, but
What? My pilot rating went down?
that's because
I know MechWarrior 4 had pretty darn good realistic texturing to it.
Yeah, but it didn't have a whole lot of terrain detail or anything like that. It was pretty rudimentary.
And that's the thing, is that I say it's a step forward, but kind of in a different direction. They added a lot of terrain to the game for MechWarrior Online.
Yeah. And did 12v12.
Yeah. Well,
okay, Fishy, thanks for the drops.
I think MechWarrior 4's online component had 12v12.
Did it? I never played that, I guess.
I believe so. It was just harder to get into.
It's a bit too much talking about the topic.
We're talking about MechWarrior. What do you mean?
But also, I got 458 damage and 2 kills.
So what's wrong? Why are you wanting to stop then? I don't understand exactly.
There's also a massive storm that just hit, and it's...
Why is this not working?
What
the heck?
And I kind
Am
of
I
want to
using the
bring up
wrong
the weather
password?
map to see if the world is going to go worse.
Whatever you want to do,
The
Fishy.
sky is just one color, and that's all cloud.
That cloud color.
I'm going to absorb a little weight here real fast.
All right.
See ya.
All right. Thanks for the drops.
What happened just now? Ah!
Big storm. Fishy's going to go check the weather and stop playing for tonight. I, on the other hand, have snow. You're heading out also, Corsair?
Yeah, good night, everybody.
All right, good night.
Good night.
Thanks for hanging out.
Bye.
There we go.
All right, here we go. Anybody sync dropping? 3, 2, 1, launch.
Wait, I gotta fix the platinum mech I just got.
Oh, you got a platinum mech.
Yeah, from the anniversary of the 10-year. I actually got the stone. I think it was from the 10-year. It was the Stone Rhino Platinum.
I don't know if I have one of those or not. I got some of that stuff. I guess I should check it out. I don't know what build to put on it.
I'd have to look at the designation number again, but there's some mean builds with it. Like this one, the SR3 is my LRM. Because, I had two
Stone Rhino Platinums?
No, it's the Stone Rhino SR3.
Oh, I have some.
That's the one I'm using right now. It's an LRM 15 build.
Lots of LRM 15s, I'm guessing.
6? With a backup of large lasers.
Yeah. Hang on a second. No grief?
What?
Synology NAS question. With a Synology NAS, can you set up a drive share as just being like an N drive and then browse it and access it with the Windows browser as well as programs, just like it was an N drive?
As if it's a drive that's connected to your PC.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes, this is how all NASs can work. Anything that has SMB, which pretty much all modern.
Okay,
NASs
because I was just
have
reading
SMB.
something about somebody then not being able to do that. I thought, what? Because my Drobo could, and that was, I used it as a direct attached storage device, and it was great because I had a big giant 16 terabyte N drive, right?
They might have
This
just
is-
misconfigured it.
This is what mine looks like. Well, a Drobo isn't. A Drobo also. Like
It's
a
a-
Drobo
it-
NAS?
its own-
Like an actual NAS? Or.
It was a Drobo direct attack. It was a DAS, direct attack storage device.
Okay, so not an NAS.
It could have been
Yeah.
set up as an NAS, but I did not set it up as an NAS because I didn't need anybody else to have access to it, and I didn't want it on the network as a something that could be easily or more easily hacked into.
So essentially, you just made a gigantic flash drive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Basically, yes. That's
Yeah.
all that is.
Except it was
Yeah.
16 terabytes,
flash
so
drive.
it was nice because I could edit video off of it.
Yeah, so it's just an attached storage device.
Yeah.
Yes. So, Dark, I sent you a screenshot of how I have mine configured on my. That's on my desktop.
And that's just your Explorer window, your regular Explorer window?
Yep.
Yeah, great.
Yep.
Is QNAP's the same way, right? You can set it up the same way?
I would imagine so, because I couldn't imagine that there's any NAS manufacturers that haven't gone out of business due to lack of business
Right.
that do not support SMB, because
Right.
everybody wants SMB.
Yeah.
Like literally, I don't think that.
Well, I was just
anybody-
kind of shocked thinking that that might not be available. That's why I was checking.
If it doesn't support SMB, it's probably not from the last decade. That's what I have to say about that.
Yeah.
Or it's very purpose built
Yeah.
in the
Well,
sense that they
what I
have
s-
deliberately left out that functionality.
What I saw on some of them is they have their own little apps, and then they were providing direct file access through the app. And I'm thinking, wait a minute, I don't want to be stuck just
Yes.
using their stupid app.
Right.
So
yeah,
that's why I
stuff.
wanted to double check.
Yep. And I could see some current manufacturers doing that, and the people who are buying those are probably people that don't even realize that's how they have to access their stuff.
Right.
SMB is a software functionality. It has zero to do with hardware. So, if it doesn't have that functionality built in, it probably has an app. Like most of the modern day NASs, they have like app stores and stuff that you can access and add functionality via software.
Yeah.
I would imagine that a SMB list NAS probably has the ability to add the SMB service as an add-on through like an app or piece of software that you.
And then Windows Explorer would plug into that for direct access, right? You wouldn't have to go through their app to do it.
Personally though, I would just say don't buy a NAS that doesn't have SMB
Yeah.
built in, because why?
Right.
Like the
That's-
only reason that a NAS nowadays would not have SMB built in is because they're trying to push some other stupid software onto you that they make money somehow
Yeah,
off
and that
of.
you don't want anyway.
Right. That's not as good as SMB.
Yeah.
Because what's better than a network attached storage that works exactly like a hard drive would inside of your computer?
Nothing. Unless it does all your work for you too while you're at it.
Like there's literally no better functionality than just like, oh, it's on my network, but you know, and I can have it attached to multiple computers at the same time, as if it's in
Yeah.
every computer in my house.
Yeah.
And as an extension, I have a VPN that runs on mine, so remotely I can like be at work and I can on my phone connect to the VPN. Now I have my NAS
Right.
like as a file. You know, same thing with my
Yeah.
laptop.
Did you ever figure out where they hacked into your NAS?
Yeah, they used a vulnerability inside of remote desktop protocol on my server, my game server computer.
Oh.
It's a a known vulnerability inside of RDP that they exploited, and I do not use RDP anymore because of that. So
how did you find that? Find out.
Through some research, I figured out that I guess it's always been an issue that under certain circumstances people can brute force in. There's no anti-brute forcing measures built into the RDP protocol. So if you have RDP enabled on your computer, there's no functionality for that computer to be like, okay, you just tried to log in with 1,000 different usernames and 1,000 different passwords in the last 60 seconds. I'm going to block all of your attempts from now on.
Yeah.
Like, that just doesn't exist. So anybody with RDP is inherently vulnerable because a bot with a massive list of,
Common
compromised
passwords.
usernames
Yeah.
or passwords, or maybe even randomized usernames and passwords can just be basically you can
chewing away at it.
Yeah, port scan an IP, look for an open RDP port, and if you find one, you can just set a bot on that RDP to check every possible username and password combination known on this earth as quickly as it possibly can. So we're talking like hundreds, if not thousands, of attempts in a minute.
Yeah.
Every minute, 24/7 until it gets in. So yeah, it's just an extremely unsafe. And I was not aware because I just assumed that Microsoft was smart enough to like have any amount of anti-brute force like protection built into that protocol.
You sweet summer child.
Yeah, and they don't. So
yeah,
even though the username and password combination that I was using is not on any compromised list, the password I was using was, and the username was probably just brute forced on its own.
Yeah.
And yeah, they got in, and then that's how they accessed the NAS, was through that computer, because that computer is obviously on my internal network.
Yeah, and then once they're in there, they're just a hop, skip, and a jump.
Yeah, they had free reign of like everything on my network basically, but it was caught very quickly because Ark Survival Ascended came out that week, and I was regularly remoting into that server, preparing it to host Ark Survival Ascended on that server.
Yeah.
And I realized some weird stuff that was going on that server that I would not have realized otherwise. So I just got lucky with the timing and was able to identify that there was clearly something amiss.
Yeah. Okay, cool. Thank you. Intimidating Cloud, would you give me if I count 1,000, if I want to know what my delay is for you or anybody else on the stream, I should have
like 2 seconds now.
Okay, so it's better. Good. On mine, it's super fast, like snap, 1,001, 2, boom, it's right there.
Yeah, it's like 2 seconds for me.
Yeah, that's the way it should have been. That's weird.
Well, you found the settings.
I found it, but I just don't know why it got changed or how.
If they're anything like Microsoft, they'll switch stuff on and off during updates.
Yeah.
Well, it's XSplit.
Yeah.
You are dealing with XSplit,
It is XSplit.
They could probably just like take control of your computer and change stuff for you without even realizing it.
Yeah. They made me a movie star. Valen, sounds like you've got a cold. What's going on there?
Yeah, little ones over Thanksgiving. They were a little snotty, and they decided to share.
Yeah. When you're raising kids, it's like they bring home every possible variant of every possible illness, and after a while, as a parent, you just have had them all, and you just don't get sick.
Like my nieces and nephews, they don't know. They just don't feel good.
Yeah.
But they're still going to try and play and do stuff. So.
Right. Yeah, because they know what is good. Yeah, I'm sorry about that.
Yeah, that's all right.
It'll build your overall immunity over time, and then it'll kill you.
You know why? You know why I say that they can probably remote into your computer and change all the settings for you without you realizing it, right? Do you know?
Sorry, I was reading Brio in here. Go back. Sorry, or say it again.
You know why I say that?
I missed the whole thing you said. What did you say?
Weapons
that
online.
XSplit can just remote into your computer and change your settings without you realizing it.
Yeah.
The reason why? Do you know why?
No.
Do you know who makes XSplit?
No. Well, XSplit Media is the company.
No, Split Media Labs is.
Yeah, Split Media Labs. That's right. Sorry.
And they are a Hong Kong, China-based company that is probably stealing all your data without you even realizing it.
Do you think they really are?
Probably.
I mean, I wouldn't put it past them if that. I thought they were an American company. I didn't really ever look.
Yeah, it's Hong Kong, China. They're based out of Hong Kong. It would surprise me more if they weren't.
Or if they weren't, yeah. Yeah.
Airstrike online.
I need to switch off of XSplit and move back over to
OBS.
OBS.
I really like XSplit.
You just need to be better and use Ops. You need to be better at using Ops. Ops is the better program. You just need to know how to use it.
It sure wasn't
It's
for
not
about a
as
year and a half. It was a real pain in the rear because it didn't support my only webcams.
It's not as user-friendly. Wow. It is a better program.
I didn't find it to be that user-unfriendly.
It's definitely for a slightly more advanced target user than XSplit. They don't make things as straightforward as it is XSplit. Although they have gotten better.
I found it to be pretty easy to use. I set it up real fast and didn't have any trouble with it. I just the only reason I left it is because they stopped working with Logitech C920 cameras for about a year.
That's weird. That's the exact camera that I have, I think.
It was right after they did the Valentine's Day update of Windows.
I have a lot
about 4 years ago, and it was just like, okay, maybe they'll fix it right away. Nope, because nobody's paying them to fix it.
Target spotted. Target spotted.
Target Alpha's Brio.
Target spotted.
Target destroyed.
Got a light G5.
Target spotted.
Oh, he was on the move, wasn't he?
What?
All right, time to go over here.
I just got one shot.
By who?
I got one shot cord just now. I don't even know.
Was it Brios? He
Godfrey Kasparov?
Oh.
I got one shot back shot.
Mr. Kasparov.
44 damage.
Target spotted.
I literally just got annihilated. I don't even understand.
Target acquired. Target destroyed.
Good kill.
A Gauss rifle, apparently.
Target acquired. Heat level critical.
Not even a heavy Gauss, just a regular
I made that Piranha feel bad about himself.
Heat level critical.
I can't believe this happened.
There goes Brios.
He die?
Mm-hmm.
Good for him. He needed to. It's good for it keeps him humble, right? Now and then, die at least occasionally.
Yeah, exactly. You guys are up by 4. You just push them.
Target acquired.
That king crab, they're gonna tackle him. It looks like, so I'm not gonna get there in time.
He's got a lot of armor. You might make it.
Target spotted.
About now, I'd start priming your hag.
Target spotted.
UAV and pictures.
Left arm critical damage.
I got a shot on him.
Target destroyed.
This hag primes fast, so you don't get too much time to think about it, which is, I'm glad.
Oh, this is the dread. Okay, yeah, so it has that perk.
It's got a perk. It's much better for Gauss.
Yeah.
A lot of times I actually don't, like, I'll get gun shy of it going off before I want it to, and I'll lift the trigger and then it won't finish priming, but it's not because it's not snappy on it.
I hate that they mess with the Cody. There was a Kodiak for Gauss where it was just, you know, there was no charge because it was always ready to fire. But recycle.
They were all that way at first, and they switched them all up.
Yep.
There was a little piranha. Is he still alive?
Probably.
Is it the piranha that we're looking for, guys?
The Thanatos.
Oh, okay.
He's like, Gower. Gower. Sneaky snake.
Sneaky snack?
Mm-hmm.
Go 5. Definitely, yes.
Is he really in Gulf 5? Something's going on down here.
Just mark him if you see him.
Is he up high or down low?
Be on the ramp, won't he?
Good work, guys. Thanks for the drop. Dave GT.
Snake has eyes.
Never assume incompetence with conspiracy is possible. 512, that's okay. That's okay. Should make you able to fire 4 out of 5 Gauss instead of being limited to 2. They're completely outshined by hags. Yeah, they'll fix that as soon as they. It seems like PGI is on a constant cycle of buff. Oops, we overbuffed some of these mechs. Now we need to nerf them too much and then buff other mechs, and they never reach balance. It seems like.
Like most games, to be fair.
Oh.
Probably, yeah. I don't know that, but I wouldn't find it hard to believe. Kevin, this will be my last drop. It's gonna be my last drop.
Early, huh?
Yeah, I gotta do a sleep study thing tonight, and I've got to do something before I can go to sleep. So,
That's what that does. Okay.
Brios living rent free in my brain. No, I like Brios a lot, and he's a good pilot. That doesn't mean I aren't happy when he gets killed occasionally. I won't be any good in it. I want to finish on something I'm at least decent in.
You do amazing.
I gotta modify that platinum.
Here we go. 3, 2, 1, launch. I haven't been in my stone rhinos for a long time. I should get into those too.
Well, the SR1 that they gave me has a hag cooldown. Stuff. So.
Oh, I'm tired. I'm tired. Okay, Mickey. Dum 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 dum.
I'm mad at my boss right now.
Why? What did he do this time? Or what did you do this time?
That's what he did, because he's an audio guy, like kind of like you. He likes rich sound and good sound. He's got a couple amps and stuff that are tube amps.
Yeah.
And he's like, yeah, you should try these headphones. After I bought like $80 headphones to use,
yeah,
he's like, you should use these. They're like $30. They're in-ear monitors. And I'm like, all right, $30. It's not bad. I'll try them.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, tried them, and I was just like, wow, I hate you right now.
Were they good? Good in-ears? Usually, like you're looking at like some Sony. What are they? 115Es that are about $130. Those are generally considered the better of the low end, and then they go up to $300-400, then $600-800, then $1,500, and then $3,000. Those are the different price tiers of in-ears. So I've always wondered if any of the $35 ones are even bearable. So that's interesting.
I've never compared them obviously to something that's like $100 or $300, but like compared to my regular headset, it's actually pretty good.
Yeah.
They're called Kiwi ears. These are the cheaper ones called cadenzas.
Cadenza. Are they off Amazon?
Yeah.
Oh, excuse me.
But I mean, for like $30-35, whatever the heck it was, like that's pretty cheap. I can test something out for $35.
Yeah.
I miss TeamSpeak days, man. TeamSpeak was such a better program than Discord.
You know what? I don't know. I like Discord better. TeamSpeak was okay,
Discord's
but
chat better. But the voice channel setup and whatnot of TeamSpeak was better, and it had built-in FTP. Like,
oh yeah, that's right. That's right.
Amazing.
But it doesn't. You couldn't live stream your channel through it, could you? That's kind of nice.
No, but you can now.
Oh
yeah.
The problem is that the TeamSpeak team took way too long to catch up to Discord, and people will never go back now.
Yeah.
But TeamSpeak is basically privately hosted Discord. Like, you can still host your own server, which is a big benefit. And they have like pretty much all the same features now that Discord does. The problem is that they just waited too long, so now
and Discord
people will never go back.
Discord did a good job of marketing to younger people. Also, they were hip and they're cool, and you'd get, when it was doing updates, as it was loading, it would tell you it was shucking and jiving or something, right? Oh, that's cute. It's cool. So they did a lot of things right. I think they rightfully took a lot of market share and stuff. I had a hard time working with them at all at first because depending on
the servers were so bad at first. They were
how I set up my push to talk, I could whatever mode I was in when I switched from a Discord window or any other window and then went to the game in that mode, I couldn't switch back out until I got back out. It was really dumb. And it was a bug they had for a couple of years. So I didn't start using it until after that was fixed.
Look at these shields, dude.
Intimidating Cloud, I am familiar with, thank you, with living rent-free in your head idea. I don't consider Brios as living rent-free in my head because I like him and I don't think about him unless I see him or play him or something. So it's not like I don't spend any time dwelling on Brios. I got Drax to worry about all the time.
Let's say if you're looking for another program for chatting, Gilded looks pretty cool.
No, I'm not looking for another program. I don't want more. I want less. I'm not even going to install TeamSpeak on my new machine.
That was good is that TeamSpeak communities were closer knit and stronger. Honestly, like they just were, and I don't know. Like part of it was there was no friends list, so it's like you would just log into TeamSpeak and AFK in a channel for hours, waiting to see if anybody would, from your community would pop open theirs and see if
people do that here too. Don't you think?
No, people just go to another Discord server because they have 50 of them that they're a part of. Because anybody and everybody and their mother can host a Discord server in 3 clicks.
Oh.
Part of the good thing about TeamSpeak was this, like, you needed to have hardware to host a server on or pay someone to do it. So there wasn't like,
yeah,
you know, a million different Discord servers or a million different TeamSpeak servers. You know.
Yeah.
So communities that had a TeamSpeak server were stronger for it because you just had that one TeamSpeak server that you knew about, probably.
Yeah. DHB used to, you know, pay $125 a year, I think, for our TeamSpeak server. Somebody paid for it. Just a couple people, I think, chipped in on it.
Oh my god, dude.
Well, I know the monitor.
This guy's name is He. Just delete it. I don't want to kill myself. There's one light mech that's flanked behind, and he's just alpha sniping people to death. He got me good. He got me real good. Like, I'm mad at how good he got me, honestly. I can't believe it.
Left arm critical damage. Heat sink destroyed. Left torso critical damage.
Hey, Dark, I think you lost a heat sink.
I think I did.
Target spotted.
These guys up here give me trouble.
Critical damage. Left arm destroyed.
That's not good.
Heat sink destroyed.
Ouch! Whoa! Somebody got me. I didn't think there was anybody behind me when I turned up there. I did not do hardly anything on this match. That's terrible. I might do one more.
Are you having some brain dead scenario?
I'm having I'm having a little bit of a bad outcome prediction. I thought I was hitting some mechs, but it turns out I was not. And a lot of them were within range too.
Damage. Medium laser destroyed. Heat sink destroyed.
I feel like the matchmaker is swinging wildly in disproportional teams here tonight. There's been a lot of 12 to 2, 12 to 1, 12 to 4 matches.
New target acquired. Target destroyed. New targets acquired. Critical damage. Center torso.
Ouch. Just one
You
mech
have some of the
left.
weirdest lurkers, man.
I have the best lurkers, man.
There's so many people that are like watching your stream. They never say anything. They have 0 messages ever.
I think they're
But they
bots.
have accounts that were made like years ago, some of them.
I think they're bots. Some of them are data collection bots. Like Dave GT is not a real person.
Like, look at this guy. Twitch _user 100100. What?
Dave GT, I know you're a real person. Sorry about that. I just had to say it.
I don't even understand.
I think I'm a guilty pleasure for some people. They don't want to admit to their friends that they watch my stream, right? It's kind of, I don't know, like that extra piece of chocolate.
But it's weird because you can't at these people. You know? Like, I'm clicking on names, and they're here, according to this.
Yeah. You can, that's right. Stalker's saying you can check them against, you know this probably, you can check them against a database of known bots. I've done that before. and quite a few are bots.
Like, who's this guy? You see that?
Oella?
Yeah,
Oella?
like this guy.
Yeah, I don't know.
Or this one.
Twitch user. Yeah, I wonder if we're even real. You know, you look at that list of users and it's like, was anybody real? Oriana?
Who are these
yeah, they're probably not real. A lot of them are bots. Oink.
This one.
Are you checking them?
This one is 10 years old. This account was made in 2013.
Is it on the bot list?
Oh no. I don't know this database. Check this name. You know where the database is. Check that name.
Stalker, can you do that?
Intimidating Cloud. Or TDO Stalker.
It was Stalker, yeah. It was Stalker. But Stalker's a bot too, so I don't know if we can trust him.
Oh. I just like all these names, dude. Like half of your viewers are just like random names that have never chatted, but the accounts are 10 years old, so it's not like a view bot. I don't know.
But you know, when you're a desperate old streamer, you don't care. It's like, well, bots like me. That's something.
I mean,
dude, someone's gonna look at the mod log now and be like, "Whoa, No Grief went on
a rampant stream of destruction." Yeah. Well, I'm doing one more Grief. No Grief, if you want to join.
Oh, I left. I can't after that game. I think I had
well, that's what I was thinking. I didn't want to end on that though.
It's too much work for me to log back in. It's
all right. Crimson, are you up for one?
I'm driving.
All right. Just ready up, Valen, and we'll make it happen.
Someone play with this old man. Someone play.
Someone play with the old man. I'm coming up on 64. You guys have to have a little compassion.
No. You can't lie to me. You're not 64.
I'm not. I'm 63 though, and my birthday's in January.
Lies. You're not that either.
Oh my gosh, it's so terrible.
He's probably much older than that.
Yeah, that's right.
He's like, really what it is Dark's only like 30.
I'm 30, but I've lost a lot of hair.
Look older.
Yeah, I use an old guy filter.
It's to get sympathy views.
Yeah, and sympathy subscriptions and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, look at this old guy trying to be with it.
He's trying to be with it. He thinks he's so hip. He's like dislocated hip.
Look at his computer with all that RGB, man. He thinks.
Oh my gosh, my computer looks so good.
All right, ready when you are, Dark.
All right.
That's
I don't know if you heard or not, Valen. I got a new computer.
Plus minus computer.
I heard. I watched the stream for you putting it together.
Oh, you did? Okay. I'm still not done tweaking some stuff on it, but it sure looks. I sure like the case. Case looks fantastic.
Yeah.
Although the top fan radiator puts out a lot of heat when it's under load, and the case has a top panel that goes on top of that is a piece of brushed aluminum anodized, and it has this grid in it, right? But the grid blocks too much air, so the thing gets about 10 degrees hotter.
Wait, is that a screen that you can take off, or is that just how that is?
It's a whole top piece you can pop on and slide it, and then it locks, or unslide it and then pops off.
Right, but that's not just a filter. That is the actual.
It's not a
top
filter.
Of the case,
it's the actual
right?
top of the case. Correct.
Oh, that's dumb.
Yeah, they should have put bigger square holes or something. They could have got twice as much air out of it, and then it would have been fine.
Bigger square holes.
Bigger instead of round little holes. But this thing puts out quite a bit of heat when it's under load, and they really constrict the air coming out of the case that way. Like I'm at 139 degrees after that match. That seems too hot.
That's way too hot.
139 degrees?
Yep.
Your machine is melting.
Yeah.
Celsius?
So, no, Fahrenheit.
Oh.
But still, it's still hot.
Well, who cares? No, that's fine.
Yeah, it seems hot. When it's idling, it's nothing, right?
It's not hot.
But
not hot.
Look,
100 what is 136 degrees Fahrenheit in Celsius?
I don't know. I know it's
57 degrees Celsius,
which is cool.
Yeah, no, it's cool.
That's nothing.
Anything below 60 Celsius, you're fine. Yeah.
I could switch this to Celsius.
Yeah,
I'll bet.
and you're looking at the ambient temperature inside of your case. You need to look at the actual component temperatures with a tracker.
Yeah, I'm at 58 Celsius.
But you're
then you're fine.
That's my radiator, though. I'm sure the CPU is hotter, and I could have to get in there and check that.
Your radiator should be a very good sample of how hot the CPU is.
Well, but it's always wicking heat away from the actual silicone, right? So the silicone's got to be hotter to heat this up.
You have to look at the package temperature of the you have to look at the package temperature of the actual die. Yeah.
What's my...
Oriana is currently botting in 56,790 different Twitch channels.
Wow. They're one of my biggest fans, too.
Oella, 55,000 different channels. A Lonely Girl, 56,000 channels. And then CDO Stalker didn't even look at the other ones. Probably safe to say the others are also bots. That's crazy.
And I went through a couple of years ago and blocked a bunch of them actually too. Yeah, that's air temp, not CPU temp. So I'm gonna go see if I can get the CPU temp.
Yeah, completely ignore that temperature because it actually tells you basically nothing.
Yeah.
About what's going on with the components. Alright, what am I doing in this game, man? I need to do something. I just don't know what I want to do.
We're not getting
I
a
want to
match.
do a cave, but freaking Drax didn't want to do a cave with me, that loser. Baleen, do you play Ark or no?
I have attempted to play it. I pretty much got destroyed by Pterodactyl.
Not the old game, the one that just came out recently.
No, I haven't played the new one yet.
You should play the old one. Drax and Corsair and Hellbringer and I are all playing together.
Yeah.
We're going to be doing bosses next week.
Nice.
If you join within the next couple days, you could be boss ready by the time that we are
could be a
bosses,
boss.
and then we could all boss together.
Yeah. Maybe. I have to check because I know I've got 4 deployments coming up this week.
What GPU you got on your computer?
Me?
Yeah.
I have a 2070 Super.
You'll be fine.
Yeah.
2070 Super. I mean, you'll be fine at like low. You play 1080p?
Not usually. I don't play that.
You want
high.
to play 1080p.
Yeah, like 1080p is usually fine for me. I usually don't go too high unless I know it's like an older game and then I can.
You'll probably have to run low settings. I'm running like medium to low with a 2080 Ti.
Yeah.
So, but you can play it. You definitely play it. Do you have a G-Sync monitor?
Yes.
Okay, because that helps a lot. I've had a G-Sync monitor for 4 years, almost, and I never used G-Sync because I didn't think it really did anything. Without ever actually, like, trying it, I was just like, I understand how this technology works, and I feel like it wouldn't actually make a difference to me in my sight of the games. And then I used G-Sync for the first time because my brother-in-law was like, man, you need to use it. It makes 40 FPS feel like 60 FPS. And I was like, that doesn't even make any sense. And I basically turned it on just to like prove him wrong because I was like, that just sounds like a load of BS. And I turned it on and it blew me away.
So my armor crate isn't showing anything. It's not working. That's great.
That's good. It just means that you have no components, which means that they can't
That's
be
perfect.
hot because they don't exist.
That's right. So it saves power and temperature concerns
and
go out the window.
Get hot. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, CPU power,
The components
140
can't
watts.
overheat if they aren't even in your computer.
It does show my CPU power. That's it. It won't show temperature, frequency. Oh, wait.
probably need
Here it
to
goes. Here it
update
goes.
some
It finally
drivers and
woke up. Temperature 40C right now. Gosh, that took a long time for it to come to its senses.
I'm sure your GPU is perfectly fine. It's the CPU that you would be concerned about, but you have that huge radiator, so
I know.
in all honesty,
that's, as long as
you're
the
not gonna have
pump's
any problems.
turning, it should be fine.
Yeah.
Temperature 79C on the core.
Probably the only circumstance where you'll ever have a problem is if the pump fails. It's that oversized radiator for how much power that CPU uses.
It can draw 250 watts, I think.
That radiator is still massively.
Yeah, it is a big radiator, and it's thick. It's not just big and wide and long; it's thick. It's a extra quarter inch thick, and the radiator fins are much denser. Also, there's more of them. So now I can watch the stats on this. I haven't done this till now, so this will be interesting.
Yeah.
I tell you what, though, those hackers that got in through my RDP, there was a couple pieces of saved information that they definitely scraped off of the server, and they've been trying to hack into my Facebook account for like weeks.
Hello.
Oh wow!
I keep getting Facebook account like password
Howdy,
reset
everybody.
emails to my email, and I guarantee you it's them,
Howdy,
because
everybody.
one of
How
the
come it's
pieces of
not?
information that was saved was my phone
Hello?
number, and I log into Facebook with my phone number.
Reactor online.
Yeah.
Sensors online.
So I
Weapons
guarantee
Great.
it's those people trying to get into my stuff.
Armor Crate just took out my VoIP.
As
Is
long
Armor
you
Crate
have
as
an
buggy as it appears? Because it broke my joystick and my VoIP.
As long you
That
have
doesn't
a
even make any sense.
as long you have a face-to protection password, you're fine.
Yeah, I have two-factor on.
Yeah, good.
It's just unsettling when I wake up and it's like, here's your code for your password reset of Facebook, and I'm like, oh, that wasn't me.
Yep.
Because it feels like people are trying to claw their way into your stuff, you know? It would be like
Yeah, I
the
know.
equivalent of like you waking up to find out that someone tried to like open your front door at night or something.
No grief. If you look
Weird.
carefully in the email, at the bottom of it, there's a report button.
Yep,
You can
yep,
just
I've been
click
doing
on
that.
this,
Yep.
and yeah, if they haven't do any action, you should write an email to Facebook and tell them to do that shit.
Yep.
Language, please.
My bad.
Yep, I've been doing that every time because it does ask you at the bottom of the email. It's like, was this you? And you can click the link and click no. And it doesn't really tell you much. It's just like, thanks for letting us know. And it doesn't say what they're gonna do with that information, but I mean they're receiving the information. So.
Well, if this information helps, FBI actually monitors everything in the that also includes CIA. So they might have the information.
Maybe. I doubt that maybe CIA or FBI cares about
Yes,
people trying to make it on my
definitely.
Facebook account though.
Well, they don't care, yeah, unless that person is like a terrorist or a threat to the nation, yes, they take action. Otherwise,
Target spotted.
they'll keep it inside a database, and when it's time to use, they will use it. Pretty much.
Target acquired.
And yeah, so make your password super long and difficult, so they can't even reset it for good.
Oh, I did. It's like, oh jeez, I don't even know. It's, I think like 3 or 4 strings of like 4 random alphanumeric characters with like certain capitals and non-capitals.
Oh,
My password's like randomly generated. All my passwords now are randomly generated. They're all different for every single website that I log into, and yeah, there's. I have to use a password manager now because there's no way that I would.
Which one are you using? I use 1Password.
Got your back.
I am not going to say that while you're live streaming.
Target acquired.
Oh, that's fine.
I almost did.
Yeah,
Thanks
almost
for
got you.
trying to get me hacked, but
Sorry.
I caught myself, you know, that since
Yep, that's good. That's good. That's right.
You know all those bots that are.
I used a really fancy password. My master password's I think at least 6 characters long, so it'll be pretty tough to crack.
behind us, careful.
All those bots collecting information in your live stream. You know?
Yeah.
My password is at least 18 characters long with at least more than 10 different symbols, and I can remember every single one of those.
There are some of those randomized passwords that I have actually memorized because I use them so much.
Target acquired.
But
look, if you have been doing a lot of digging when you were a kid in Windows, you will find they have one interesting small software that came along and it's called characters. You open it up, you find there's like tons and tons of symbols, which is like at least 100,000 of those, right? And funny enough, on the bottom right of it, it will show you the right key, the right way to type that symbol. And Windows will generate that symbol for you. So like there's a cross symbol, you have to alternate, press certain number on your keypad, and then it will generate a cross symbol.
Well, I thought I got 3 kills.
Are you still in the stream, EDO Stalker?
So I use something like that to generate my password. They can never figure my password. Good luck.
Defeat is upon us.
Yes, I can't.
Do not bring shame upon yourself.
EDO Stalker, can you check Silvery Twisted to see if he's on that database?
Alright guys, I have to go later, man. Have fun.
Shoot. I missed my joystick. Where are you? Who's shooting me? Oh.
This guy comes into the stream and basically posts the exact same message every single time. And there's only one time in his entire chat history that he said something else.
I can't turn around fast enough to shoot anybody.
Left arm critical damage. Right arm critical damage. Target acquired. Target destroyed. Right arm destroyed. Weapon explosion detected. Boss rifle destroyed.
What did that
Got an Irby on me.
Torso critical damage.
Warcop protected?
Torso destroyed.
I've never heard that say that before.
An embarrassing defeat.
Yeah.
Have gathered enough resources.
I got the
Do you have this mech
resources.
that has the shield?
No, I don't. Well, maybe I got one. I'm not sure. So it got up to 8490C, it looks like.
On the CPU?
Yeah.
That's a little toasty, but that's
Yeah.
fine. I mean, 14th gen Intel max temp, they're made to run up to 100 degrees Celsius, so 84 is like
Oh, okay.
fine.
So it's not too bad at all. I'm only running it, looks like about 5,700 megahertz.
57?
Well, 5.7, right? On the main cores. I'm not sure why this took out my joystick and my VoIP in game when I started Armory Crate. It made it crash.
That's very weird.
Yeah. And at first it failed to load, and then it tried to reload, and then it took a long time, and it doesn't seem like it's a very impressive piece of software.
It works fine for me on both my desktop and
really?
my laptop.
Well, that's kind of what I expected on a brand new machine, that they would have some of these kind of bugs ironed out, but so far I'm not very impressed. I suppose I could uninstall it and reinstall it and see if there's something that
I wouldn't do that. What I would do is go into Armory Crate, and there should be a like a menu in there for
it's got all the updates.
Yeah, go to drivers and then make sure that all of those are like installed and up to date, and then also utility, see if there's anything in there that you want. So like under utility, you may want CPU ID, potentially, but that's probably it out of that.
I don't see utility. I see general.
Well, it's under on the left sidebar. There's the tools, which is like a wrench and a screwdriver.
Yeah.
And once you click on that, then you click on driver and make sure that the status says installed on all.
Oh, these are different than the driver area. That's weird.
You want to make sure those are all up to date and everything.
I thought all the drivers would be with the drivers, but there's some over here. That's weird. Under settings, you go to settings. There's other drivers you can update, but that's not this driver's page. Ha! Settings. I wonder if PGI did their user interface.
Under settings, it's called an update center, and
yeah.
It's not. Those
wouldn't you expect to update drivers under update center?
Yeah, there's some stuff in there.
Yeah.
But
so that's why I thought I got all the drivers already.
These are for like connected devices, whereas like the drivers that I'm pointing you towards are specifically for like chipset stuff.
Yeah, I totally get that. I just didn't know it was even over here because I went to settings to look for updates, found updates, did the updates, said I've got all the updates. I'm thinking, great. Hadn't gone into tools yet. I wouldn't expect drivers and updates to go into tools. I would expect tools to be in tools.
I don't believe that the so very twisted guy is even a real person, man.
Oh, he talks. Severely twisted.
He says the same thing. Do you look at his chat history?
Yeah. He says
he's only ever said the exact same message with the same punctuation every single time. And other than today, he's only ever said something different one time.
You think his AI got updated today so he can have a few more phrases?
Test that you give to
the Turing test.
The Turing test.
Yeah.
We need to give him a Turing test.
We're going to have to give him a Turing test. I'm sorry, Severely, but you may be somewhat twisted rather than severely twisted.
Well, he doesn't have sound. He can't even hear you. That's the other thing. What kind of a weirdo watches this?
Oh, yeah. And you know what else? Computers don't have ears.
Sound only.
Okay, well, I'm going to go to bed. Thanks for the drops, everybody. Valen, thanks for dropping in. It's good to see you as always. Come again. Come more often. Come more frequently. Kill things with me. No grief. Always a pleasure. Everybody else who is here and gone, thanks so much. And everybody in the Twitch chat, thanks so much for saying hello and hanging out and chatting and stuff like that. Dave GT, thanks for the... still, I'm thinking those gift subs you gave was very kind. I went and looked. I've got like 19 subs. They're all going to die at the end of the month, but I'm thrilled to have them. Or I will have killed them by then. Until next time, this has been Ghostlands, your favorite place to waste the most important moments of your life. And I'm your host and guide, Dark Marauder, which you already know because you've been here long enough to figure that out. In case you haven't, you'll be back and it'll sink in. The ultimate doom and gloom will sink in. See you later.
Does ChatGPT pass the Turing test?
No.
Does anybody know?
No,
it doesn't?
Well, it does for people that don't know what to look for, yeah. Like if you're not savvy at all to what AI and how it thinks and talks and does its stuff, you could get fooled. It can fool a lot of people. It can write articles that people who aren't really good writers, but they're used to skimming things and not necessarily really comprehensive readers, they'll read it and go, okay, right, that was a real article, and the content might be all fine and good, but it is recognizable.
Interrogation.
Yes. But I think that it's good enough to fool half the people on a Turing test. The thing is, it's not conscious. It's just smart logarithms.
Right.
With access to zillions of petabytes of data.
It says Turing test extra credit. Convince the examiner that he's the computer. And it's got a picture of this guy.